Hey all, Grolo here. It's a good day for MISC. The TAC video came out. This thing's going to be available soon. Y'all probably know I already have one of these things. I am a huge MISC fan. I don't do ship videos all the time, but whenever it's MISC, I kind of can't help myself. So let's take a look at this thing together.
The Starlancer TAC is a variant of the Starlancer series. It kind of takes the Starlancer chassis and outfits it with a more offensive loadout. It's got remote turrets on top. The co-pilot's got some fun little missile turrets at the rear to keep people off the back end. You don't have access to every single gun on it. There's only 4 pilot-controlled guns. You'll notice immediately from the exterior that it has...
That's a good thing from my perspective, by the way. I'm not sure I'm huge on this trend to give pilot control over more and more guns on these vehicles. Like, if you don't have a turret operator, they become slaves to the pilot. It's okay, I guess. I don't know. I guess I'm a little biased, but so I'm glad that not every gun is pilot accessible. There's a reason to multi-crew this thing. I love my Starlancer Max, by the way. The only gripe I have with it is landing the thing. The landing gears are a little awkward. Like, if you're landing on uneven terrain, it can be a little tricky. Anyway, let's keep going.
These new 2 twin size 5 man turrets.
What makes this MISC is the shape language that was used to make this turret. It replicates the exterior of the ship, which contains round forms, welded forms, and chunky shapes.
I'm trying to pause and get a look at that thing. Hold on, let me rewind here just a little bit. Okay, yeah. I mean, this is the whole reason I'm a MISC fan, is because of the design language on these ships. I love that it feels kind of like rugged, working class, not quite like Argo. That's the reason, like, Argo is like my number 2. MISC is like one step up. It still feels like a working class style, but like kind of elevated. I don't know if that makes any sense, but like this design language on this turret right here is amazing. And like, if I didn't even know that this was a MISC ship and I saw that turret, I would think that belongs on a MISC ship. So I think they did a pretty good job here.
The ship, which contains round forms, welded forms, and chunky shapes.
MISC as a manufacturer are kind of really proud of their manufacturing, and they're not afraid to show it. You kind of see all the compound forms that reveal the underlying structure, where the fuel cells are, but it's a little more refined. Paneling is a lot cleaner. It's not something like a Drake ship where everything's just completely exposed.
Right.
I really like the MISC look. It's got this sort of darker stealth armor, so it looks really like slick.
I do like this color, for what it's worth. I don't buy a whole lot of skins or paints or anything, but there is one paint I bought, and that is for the Freelancer. It's the paint that turns the Freelancer Max, or whichever Freelancer I imagine, but I run the Freelancer Max most often. Freelancer Max has always been kind of my daily driver, but I love the way the black paint looks on that thing, which is very similar to this. So if this is the default paint for the TAC, good choice.
The guys have done a really great job with the lighting on it. It's got this like really mean looking red lighting. It just looks really sick.
It does look good.
It does not have a cargo lift, but it still has your cargo bay in the back for 96 SCU and space for holding ground vehicles. And you also have the addition of a...
96 is good. I wonder what size ground vehicle we'll be able to get back there. I guess you won't need a NERSA. This thing's going to have a med bed on it.
Hangar up top. There were a lot of requests for a version.
I love this this feature. I'll talk about this more in a little bit. I don't want to keep pausing, but...
that could carry a ship, so I'm glad we've managed to figure that out.
It can accommodate 1 Fury, but if you are a good pilot, you can accommodate 2 as well.
What we've done is we've stripped out the Max's separate habitation rooms and replaced those with the hangar.
It's not that much big, but it's compact. It has a landing pad there with really cool, small refueling parts.
We've extended the Max's habitation kitchen area to have its own bunk room.
On the lower deck, we've replaced the long cargo bridge sort of area with a troop deployment area where some soldiers can jump out of like an extending gantry. And between that and the cargo bay is a small medical room.
No other MISC ships has a medical bay, so it was a bit hard at the first to get used to it, like how the design will be.
I see what he means. Yeah, that is a very unique looking medical bay. I hadn't even really considered this would be the first MISC. I guess I had considered it, but I didn't consider like the impact that would have on the design team. Because I had been saying just in our group, like, I'm excited for the TAC because it's going to be the first MISC. I can finally fly a MISC ship with a med bed. So that's very cool. And yeah, like I said, I didn't actually consider that was going to be a significant amount of design work, but I think they pulled this off. Look at this. That's pretty snazzy. Definitely has like those MISC curves. I love that lighting on the inside of the curve where the patient's head goes. That looks really good.
What I feel the people will notice most will be the aesthetic of it. These bright lights and those metal floors. It's a bit high-tech, but it's not like very high maintenance.
The engineering and the cockpit are the same as the MAX.
And in the cockpit, it's very spacious. It's accommodate pilot, co-pilot. It looks really cool because it's integrated with the bridge.
I love the bridge of the Starlancer, so glad they kept it. The one thing just a little bit ago they were talking about was the troop seats and the troop deployment thing. That is one aspect of the ship that makes me wish ship modularity was more of a thing. I know we have a little bit of it on certain ships, but I would love to see ship modularity just be a more pervasive feature in general, because like at this stage of the game, like having that many drop seats just hasn't really been. Now I know someday that this could change, but like having that many drop seats feels more of like a role play thing than an actual useful thing. I'm not saying we've never been in a situation where we could take advantage of them. I mean, we've taken the Valkyrie out. We've had maybe 8 people in Valk seats, but the Valk has how many? So we'll see. I don't know how much we'll put those seats to use. It almost feels like more storage would be a better use of that space, which is why I say I wish we had more ship modularity in the game, but I understand why we don't. But it does make me wish for it.
The turret room is located in the belly of the ship. At first glance, it resembles a shrine to warfare, with all the red lights around and the ammunition and the turret seats on the left and the right. It looks really cool.
It does look cool.
The animations are really cool, from the hatch closing over the player to the seat rotating and going to the turret, and the guns sliding out in preparation for battle.
Damn. That looks good. That hatch
The
on the
Starlancer
interior,
would be
that
for
is,
like teams of players who really like
that is
missions in a
sweet.
large group of like soldiers. As well as like the actual people crewing the ship and the turrets, you've got quite a lot of space for ground pounders with rifles. The cargo bay in the back can be used for like some of the smaller vehicles like the Cyclone. I think it's a really good ship for like just team play.
Cool. Good ship for team play. Yeah, it looks like it. We'll see. We're definitely going to put this thing through its paces as soon as we get our hands on it. I was looking again at the seating for the ground forces. It looks like it might not be excessive. Like if it's... Looks like there might be like 4 seats on the side there. Maybe that will work out pretty well for kind of team, kind of full theater gameplay where you're moving between aerial space and ground points of interest like Hathor or some of the bunker or UGF facilities. It's pretty cool. The hatch on the top, or the hangar for the Fury, I think that could work really nice for this ship. Because one thing, you know me, I'm an industrial player more than I'm not much of a dogfighter. I do like larger scale combat. I'm really looking forward to the future of fleet warfare and Star Citizen. That'll be my jam. But on the flip side, I also really enjoy the industrial gameplay, and so I'm always kind of looking at these ships and thinking how they can also be used in that role. This ship in particular, I think it would be interesting with like rock, maybe some Atlas Geos up front, Fury in the top, using that Fury to scout out your nodes while the TAC is delivering the resource extraction payload to the ground, picking them up, moving them to the next thing, with Fury scouting ahead. I think it could be a full package, plus having the medbed in there for any mishaps. Not that we ever have mining mishaps, but if we were to, that medbed sure will come in handy. So, yeah, overall, pretty much exactly what I was expecting, except I think the design is even better than I was expecting. One, the medbed didn't occur to me they were going to need a whole new design language for the medical services. Makes sense. Looks amazing. Two, those turret hatches on the inside where the person kind of gets in and that thing clamps down behind them. That looked pretty incredible. That's probably the best interior turret etchery system I've seen in the game yet, so pretty cool. Anyway, probably sounds like I'm being a bit of a fan here, but you all know already I am a MISC fan. Do not come to me for an unbiased opinion on MISC ships. I don't know what it is. The brand, MISC brand, just speaks to me. I will even go so far as to say, like, Mirai doesn't even speak to me like MISC. Like, I like the base MISC. Mirai's okay, but that language goes a little too far into, like, the sporty looking kind of thing. I just really like the base MISC language, so yeah. Don't come to me for an unbiased opinion on this stuff. You're probably going to get a pretty positive view on all things MISC around here. But, yeah, we all have our things, right? That's one of mine. That's not to say, like, if they really screw MISC up, I'm not going to be upset. As big of a MISC fan as I am, you know, I'm definitely holding them to a standard here. So if they ever really mess it up, I'll let you know. But this does not look messed up. I'm excited to get my hands on this. How about you? Let me know in the comments below. I'm excited to know if you're a MISC fan, or if the Starlancer TAC is turning you into a MISC fan. Like, are you excited about this ship, or is it a big meh, big pass for you? I understand that too. But yeah, let's chat about it down below. Take care, all. Hope you have a great weekend. Got a few other things lined up pretty soon, so I will see you all in the very near future. Until then, Grolo out.